Hello everybody and welcome to this class. We're going to talk about how to get the most out of your study time today. I think sometimes it's a really good idea just to pause when you're trying to do something that's quite tough, such as learning a language, and figure out if you're actually doing it in the most efficient way possible, especially because everybody's so different. So today we're going to be spending our time talking about, with some help from some articles, but also our own ideas, how to get the most out of your study time, how to learn best for you. So we're going to be sharing our tips, reading some articles. Do come along in if this is a topic that you're interested in. And if you are here already, while I'm saying hello to the other students, you can have a think about your best study tips. So what is it that really helps you above anything else? While we're waiting for everyone to get here, I'm just going to share a couple of pages with you. If you're new to Verblink, you may want to check these out. The first one I'm sharing is my Facebook page. So if you would like to follow a couple of teachers on Facebook, it doesn't seem to have come up. Oh, I'll have to repost that. It's sometimes a good way of just keeping on track with what you're doing and also enjoying some of the links or videos or comments shared by the teachers as they go through their weeks teaching here on Verblink. I'm going to have to share that in the Google chat because I don't know where it is. The Verblink chat's not coming up. So have a look at the chat boxes. If you're interested in going to Facebook, you'll see my Facebook link there. If you want to find out more about one of the teachers on Verblink, you can visit their Verblink teacher page. And this is basically where you'll find all information about the teacher, who they are and how long they've been teaching, if they have any specialties, where they live, what languages they speak, what their welcome videos are, when they're free is probably the most important thing. So you can check out their timetables and schedules, and if you want to book a class with them, you can do so. If you want to book a private tutoring session with them, you can do that too. So if you haven't been to any of those pages before, then please go and visit them. And now we're going to say hi to our lovely students. So may I please just remind you and we don't get to see. I'm going to say hello to Ksenia because you were here first. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Lee.
I can't hear you properly. Guys, do you have the same problem?
Oh.
Yes, I have the same problem.
All right,
yes.
I'm gonna have to change my browser. Just give me a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
So guys, would you like to chat a little bit while we are waiting? Anyone?
Okay, let's.
Okay.
About what?
I have no idea. Something.
Well, then let's talk about weather. We have sunny and nice weather, about 20 degrees in Russia, central part of Russia.
Okay, here it's cloudy. It's about 28 degrees Celsius. Celsius degrees.
It's very hard.
No, not for me. I've gotten the hang of hot weather.
Yes,
Okay.
it's great.
Hello, sorry, where is the teacher?
She's going to change her browser because we couldn't hear her well.
No,
And
if
she
you
asked
read
us to. Sorry, David.
if you read the Verblink chat, she is saying that the class is full and she can't go in, and I think we have to go
full, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Louise, and so you have to leave the classroom because You were the last one who arrived here. I'm sorry, Luis. Look, the last one who arrived was Luis Henrique.
Yes.
He has to leave because the teacher has to enter in the classroom.
Actually, don't worry about that, guys. I'm gonna take off so she can actually join.
Daniel,
So I'm gonna give my
but
seat.
you arrived first. It's not fair.
Oh yeah, but I think I actually took this class a while ago. I don't actually remember, but I'm gonna just give my seat away so nobody else has to leave. And
Oh, dude, it's just so nice of you.
so
Daniel,
good luck.
you are kind of an angel. He doesn't exist. It was very nice.
But I think she couldn't because we have already 9 person. Or not? Yes.
I haven't. I don't know. I don't know. Really.
I think 8 it's a full class, but I don't know for sure.
Me neither.
I think nine is a full class, and then the teacher will be 10.
Yes.
I think it's a kind of back when 9 person, but I
And then when the teacher left, then there was room for another one. So just a minute ago we were 10 here, and then the teacher could not get back in, I suppose.
I think it's a back.
But
Only
she's coming back. I'm sure. I'm sure that she's trying to come back.
Yeah. And now we are only 9, so there will still be room for Amy.
Darwin posted a link. Maybe we have another room for this lesson. Yes, we have another room.
Yes? Do you have it?
Now it's the same. Now it's the same.
Well, while we are waiting, let's play 20 questions then.
I don't know, just yes,
okay, she's back. Thank God.
Thank you, Darwin, for sharing the link. Okay, that was a very unusual situation. The class was full and they wouldn't let me back in, even though I'm a teacher. So thank you for that. And oh dear.
Sorry, teacher, you are in the same situation. This is not working properly again.
Please, Amy, let's work on it. Don't leave the classroom. Maybe
I don't have you, teacher.
Teacher,
Okay.
maybe if you turn off your camera.
Perfect. So I don't know why there's a problem. I'm just going to. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, now yes.
Yes, teacher. Now it's much better. Yes.
Oh no.
I'm just going on speaking without my camera, please, because otherwise we're wasting so much time. I don't know what the problem is. I will try and sort it out later. So, I was just saying hello to everybody, and I'm going to go back to what we were doing before and welcome all of you. My class topic for today is what is the best way to get the most out of your study time. And we're going to focus on language learning because that's what we're all doing. I think sometimes it's worth stopping and having a think about how you spend your study time to make sure that you are actually being as efficient as possible, because it's a long-term goal and it takes a lot of hours. So my question for you as I say hello to you today is, what is your top study tip for language learning? One thing that you really always rely upon to make some progress. So Ksenia, I was saying hi to you. Do you have a top study tip for us?
I don't know, but I have one. While I running or I make an arbitrage in gym, I learn new words from my notebook.
What do you do at the gym? Do you run?
Or maybe run or use arbitrage. It's like run, but not run. So I learn new English words.
Okay, what an awesome tip. So it kind of helps you focus your mind on something while your body's exercising.
Yes.
Thank you, Ksenia. What a great start. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll start from Adela now. Hello, Adela. Are you there?
Hello. Yes,
welcome.
hello.
Nice to see you again, or hear you again.
Nice to see you too.
How is everything, Adela?
Well, I'm well, thanks.
Brilliant.
I don't hear you very well. Sorry.
Oh no, not again. All right, I'm just going to carry on. Adela, can you tell us what your top study tip might be?
I try to find my best thing to learn English. Too, because I don't know what is my tip.
You don't have a tip, so you're going to learn a tip from today's class?
I try, but
maybe.
I try to find.
All right, so if you hello to Anna, how are you, Anna?
Hi, Amy. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. And you, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been really busy actually, and I went on holiday. Woohoo! So I'm sorry I haven't seen you guys for a little while. It's because I was away on.
Yes, I missed you.
Okay, for us.
Sometimes I don't hear you. Sorry.
For some reason I'm having problems today with verbling. I don't know why.
No problem, teacher. Let's carry on, please. Let's try anyway.
I apologize. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, can I give you my tips? Okay, Amy, I listen to
go ahead.
TED Talks. I listen to TED Talks, and I try to understand without the subtitles. But most of the time I have to put the subtitles because I cannot catch everything. And when I am working out, I listen to music in English, like Yesenia. But well, the lyrics are more difficult to understand. And I've been attending plenty of English classes online, and I believe it's the best way to learn.
Thank you, Anna. All right. Great. Are you there, Borja?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry,
No
I
problem.
wasn't hear you.
Can you tell us what's
Hello,
your
everyone. Sure.
top study tip?
My top study tip could be watching videos in YouTube, watching videos of one of my hobbies, which is the motorsport. I think it's very good because it's something that you like, and well, it's good to learn. That's it. Are you there?
I'm here.
We're struggling, class.
Okay. Thank you, Borja. And I think it's really good tip too. So let's say
Hello.
I have no idea what's going on today, guys. I'm so sorry. David, what's your top study tip?
My top study tip to learn English is to live in English as much as possible. I try to take 1 or 2 classes per day in Berlin and listen to podcasts while I am driving to my job and while I am riding bicycle or running. And I try also to think in English, and I prefer to look for the meaning of the word that I don't know. Instead of look for the translation, I think it's better to look for the meaning in English. And when I learn the meaning of a word in English, I remember better than if I look for the translation.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, David. Those are all really good points. And let's go to Jose. Hello, Jose.
Hello, teacher. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. My best tip, yes.
Yep.
My best tip is when I go running. Sometimes I listen the radio and I take 1 or 2 classes per day on Berlin too, and I like to watch the news on BBC. Sometimes I watch the news on BBC too.
Excellent. All right, thank you. They're great tips, all of them, guys. I'm writing these down in the chat box, and we're going to go through some articles shortly to see what we think of those, but we'll keep sharing our tips. So we're up to Natasha. Hello, Natasha.
Hello, Annie. Hello, guys.
Welcome to the... What are your best tips for learning English?
Okay, I have had some best tips, I suppose, at least for me. Every day I try listen BBC radio and write that these words that I can hear, and after that I take my text and comparison with native text. In this case, I can improve my listening skills and writing skills too.
All right.
Yes. And also, I every day repeat it or learn a new new vocabulary because in this case I try to have a rich vocabulary for speaking. And speaking too, yes, I have had classes and try to have as more classes every day for improving speaking skills too.
All right, excellent. Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you.
Okay, Martin.
Yes, hello. Well, I try to read 1 or 2 books at least a week. Every week I would read 1 or 2 English books.
And brilliant. And how do you find that helped?
Well,
you, Martin?
That's a way to learn new words. I will never write them down, but I just have the feeling that the more I read, the more words I will learn. And words which you are seeing quite often, you are bound to learn in that way. Then also when I'm having a walk, I sometimes just go and talk to myself in English. Just how would I express so and so in an English way? And I'm listening to radio sometimes.
Thank you, Martin. I think reading. Yep.
Or reading YouTube films is also a very good way of learning English.
Sorry.
Small films on YouTube. Now the sound disappeared again.
Yes,
Hello.
I know. I even couldn't hear you for a second.
I said watching small films in YouTube. Useful as well.
All right, brilliant. Thank you. Vinicius? Is that how you say it? Hello? Yes.
Vinicius, can you hear us?
Oh, hello. You can hear. Can you talk?
No, I can't hear you.
You can. Can talk as well. Hello. Yes. All right. Vinicius, if you could. Right. For the rest of us. What I'm going to do is tips. I have 2 articles, and what I'm going to do is ask each of you to take a section of the article and to read it through. You'll have about 5 or 10 minutes, and to prepare a short explanation of what that particular section is about. And then we're going to talk about all of these different traits or ideas together. The first link that I'm going to share with you is actually not the link that I shared with class, because I've had to rearrange our time a bit. I'm sharing the link there in the Google chat, and I'm sharing the link in the Verbling chat, and I'm now going to do a screen share so that we can all see this. This is actually an article which was released by Verbling, and it's a brilliant one because it's all about language. Look at the screen if you can't access the link just yet. This is called 7 Traits of a Great Language Speaks lots. I would like you to have a look at them and to tell me what number you would like to do, if any. So we have at the moment 9 students. 7 of you can choose a number. It's first come, first served. So if you could please type into the Google chat of the paragraph you would like. So Martin will David will be 5. Would you like to be 7, Natasha? How about Natasha? You do number 7.
Yes,
Yep.
of course, not a problem. No
Brilliant.
problem.
Okay, so who does that leave? That leaves who haven't we got yet? I don't know whether Luis is there. Okay, I will try and see if we can deal with the rest of the students. Those of you who
Is
already
it okay now?
Aha, yes, hello, we can hear you now.
Oh.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Lord. Let's go ahead.
All right, so if about 10 minutes to read and prepare a little presentation, I would like you to try to summarize your section and to tell us what it says and also what you think of it. I will re-give you the link. And if you want to just start getting on with that now, I'm going to give you until, well, it's actually going to be 8 minutes, okay? So there's the link. Are you there, Luis? Yes, Vinicius, you are number 1, please.
Okay, I'll try to read it.
Okay, brilliant. So if you could just keep your mics on mute, guys. Just read it to yourself and prepare a short little presentation, and then we're going to present them in now 7 minutes. Your time's running out. Okay, Soso, are you there?
Hi.
Hello, welcome. All right, now we're having a bad connection problems today, but we're struggling through anyway. What's happening is that the students are preparing a little presentation on an article that is in the chat box, but all the sections are taken. So I'm going to give you a link with your name by it, and I would just like you to find out from the article. Are you there?
Your voice is broken, so I couldn't hear anything.
So.
Hi.
So. Yes, Anna.
Teacher, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we are hearing.
Instruction. Into and if you have any questions, please type to me because I don't know what's happening today. So your section is another article that you will find here. I'm going to type the link to you, just a sec. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. Just one more minute, okay? And we're going to start with you, Vinicius, so hopefully you're nearly ready.
Okay, when you're ready to start, you can tell me and I'll begin.
Brilliant, thank you. Just one more minute for everyone to finish. Okay, so Vinicius, we're going to start. If you could please, hopefully you can hear me, go ahead and summarize.
Okay, I'll try to start.
Part number 1.
It's number 1. Well, the first trait says that a good start is half of the battle. It means that you should have a good start when you are learning a new language. And a good start always begins with the answer of the question, why do you want to learn the new language? The answer of this question distinguishes who probably will fail or not on learning the new language. Who have not a strong point to learn it probably will give up so easy when something more important happens. And who have a strong point in learning probably will not give up in that. The first trait gives 2 examples of what is important and what is not important. They say as what is not important as an example that says, if you want to learn a language only because there is other people learning too, probably it's not a good point. But if you want to learn a language because you are trying to do a travel or read a book, probably you'll be more enthusiastic to learn it, and it will become more easy to learn. It's that.
Brilliant. That was superb start. Thank you, Vinicius. And I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong.
No problem.
What's your personal interpretation in just a few words? Do you think this is a really, or is it not much use for you?
I think that it's completely right, because not only to learn a new language, but for everything that you do, you must have an why you want to do that. It could be an obligation for some matter, or not. If you have a good point to do something, probably you try so hard to attempt that thing.
All right. I agree with you 100%. I think the reason is really important. Thanks for such a great start. Okay, so we're going on to Anna. Are you ready?
Actually, no, but let's go for it anyway.
Let's go for it. Okay, off you go. What's number 2 about?
Okay. It's about to find a way and to find time to do what you wanna do. And no matter the hustle and bustle that we are living nowadays, because everyone is busy as a bee. We have to work, we have to juggle, we have plenty of responsibilities and so on. Yes, we are busy bees. However, if you really want to do something, you will find a way and will find the time. But it is not as simple as I am saying, because to find time, you have to have self-knowledge about yourself. You have to know your biological clock and the time that you are more productive. If you are very very full of energy when you go work out, so enjoy the opportunity to listen to music in English, and it will boost your skills. And don't don't push yourself more than you are capable of. You know, push yourself a lot. But if you are really tired, give yourself a break to take a breath and relax. Because if you are too tired to the point to not absorb absorb any knowledge, your effort would be worthless. So make your time and find your time in your mental energy to carry out your task, that is learn English, and do it with patience, and you will do well.
Those. Do you think that there's a particular time of day that
And not for me, teacher,
is
but
better
some
for you?
people no. For me, the better time is when I am available, and sometimes I push myself too much. Sometimes I am falling asleep, and I carry on. I keep studying.
Yep.
But well, I think sometimes it is worthless because I learn. I believe that I learned, and then I forgot everything.
Yeah. All right. So it just depends on really when you have time rather than a specific time of day. Thank you, Anna. Thank you very much. All right. So we've got 2 things so far. Let's ask Martin if he could do number 3, please.
Yes. When you are using a language, there are 4 ways of communicating: listening and speaking, and reading and writing. And in fact, you can work on these 4 parts separately. In fact, there will be people who can only write and read, and there will be people who can only listen and speak. But the best way is to learn and work with all 4 matters in the same time, the holistic way. So you said when you go on, try to use listening methods, reading, speaking, and writing methods when you are learning a new language. That is the holistic way.
Excellent. Thank you, Martin. What's your opinion about this, Martin? Did you find one of the areas easier or harder than the others when you first started in other?
The problems will be for some people that they cannot find somebody to speak to. Nowadays you can quite easily find places where you can listen to another language, and you can find lots of stuff where you can read. And writing, it's just a matter of doing it by yourself. The problem can be if you have to get people to correct what you are writing.
Yes.
And when you are speaking, it would be nice to have somebody to correct you when you are speaking. Nowadays, you can just say record your own voice on a phone, smartphone. Normally, you can get an application so you can record your own voice and then compare it to, say, a native speaker where you've got the language somewhere from the internet, say. And then the idea just to record what you are saying, and then maybe you hear what is the language, the spoken language, then try to write it down, what you are hearing, and then read it again, and that could be quite a nice exercise.
Yeah, I think you bring up a great point that there's a lot of different activities that you can do in sort of modern technology that help you, but I think there's still the problem that you actually do need to at some point practice with somebody who can correct you and help you. So that's when you come to verbling, right, Martin?
Yes, that's true.
All right, thank you very much. That's a great point. just before we go on to number 4, I just want to mention that this article, although it wasn't the one I planned for this session, is from the Verbling blog. And if you haven't read any of the articles on this blog before, you may want to check out some of the other ones. It's awesome, and obviously it's directed to number 4.
Is for me, I think, no?
Yes, please.
This trait, the 4th trait, is about do you need to love? What do you do? Is you need not only love English, to have a goal, achieve a goal, learn English, but to enjoy learning English, to have a good method. Do you enjoy with this method? And in this case, it's a translator, a specific method translator. But you need to love the method. The best thing is to try different methods to finally you find the best for you. You enjoy, you love, they do it. You do it.
Love doing it. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Adela. Is there a particular Is there a particular method that you really like?
I don't have a method you like, but I think it's a good advice to try to find a method you enjoy with it, learning with it.
If we look back at the chat box and all of the tips that we wrote down at the beginning of class, they are sort of like a bit of a summary of what you, as a plural group, have decided you really like, and it's a good idea to check some of those out. Perhaps there are some ideas that you haven't thought of before that you could try. So don't forget to do that before the end of class. Thank you, Adela. Okay, who is number 5? It's David.
Me, yes. Yes, number 5 is about being focused on your learning sessions. It's important to know how much time you can be focused on your study, because if you stay studying too much time, probably your concentration will decrease very fast, and you won't learn anything. If you are a good learner and you have your method, and probably you know how much time you can be focused. If you don't know, I think the first thing you have to do is to guess this time. You have to know how much time you can be focused on your task. Internet is the internet is a awesome thing to look for information and to learn many things, but you have to be careful about it, because you can distract very easy if you are not focused on your study. It's better to look for the information first, then download this information, and when you are going to study this information you have looked for, it's better to disconnect from the internet and keep studying. And
Absolutely.
of course, you can't study everything the first time. It's better to divide your lesson into smaller parts and study these parts in short periods of time. and you will learn the duration of these periods of time after trying several times.
Yes. All right, thank you. Great explanation, David. What do you think about this point about focus? You mentioned that you need to know yourself how long you can focus. How long?
I think it's
would
different.
You say your?
Sorry, I can hear you. Well, I'm thinking you are asking me about if I know how much time can I be focused.
Yes, correct. Yep.
It depends on the topic I have to study. For example, if I'm studying English on Berlin and attending classes, if these classes are fun, I think I can be studying for hours. But if I have to prepare an exam, I think 1 hour is my biggest amount of time.
Your limit.
Yes, my limit, and it's different now. And now I am 42, and I don't have any problem to focus on studying English, for example. But I remember when I was a child and I had to read a book. I started to read a book, and after 30 minutes or 45 minutes of reading, I can't remember anything that I was reading because I didn't read properly, I think.
Definitely happened to me before too, David. All right. Thank you very much. I think focus is a really good one, and I don't know if any of you have ever tried the Pomodoro technique, but that works really well for me. It's just about working in 25-minute slots and forcing yourself to have a break. Okay, Jose, number 6.
The article says that the attitude is very important for learning. The attitude is very important for learning language. There are two kinds of people: the people that learn efficiently and the people who struggle all the time for learning a language. The first kind of people, the people that learn efficiently, they stay in a comfort zone. They only use the words that they know. They don't make mistakes. Usually, they don't make mistakes. They only use the words that they know. I think it's not the best way for improving your knowledge about speaking English. And the other kind of people, they take some risks. They learn some new expressions. They learn new words. The teacher correct their mistakes. They have feedback all the time. This feedback help you grow. I think it is the best way for improving your knowledge about speaking English.
Excellent. I completely agree with this one. And it's much easier to help students who actually try, even if they get it completely wrong. It doesn't matter because that's the way that you learn. What would you say about your confidence level, Jose? Are you quite confident at having a go, or do you sometimes feel shy about speaking?
Sometimes I feel shy about speaking.
You're very honest.
Okay.
Remember, is that it doesn't feel shy.
I don't hear you very well.
Oh, it's the story of today's class. I'm sorry that you don't hear me well. mention that this video is quite long. It's about an hour. But this guy who talks in the video is basically a guy who's done a lot of research on learning new material. And there's some really key tips that we can go through. So for the last 5 minutes, because So-So isn't here, does anyone want to read? Does anyone want to read? Anna, okay, thank you. Number 1.
Okay. Study.
Yes,
I don't know how. Okay. Study in chunked sessions. Your ability to retain information diminishes after about 25 to 30 minutes. So break it up into multiple smaller sessions. Reward yourself with fun activities during your breaks.
Ask Natasha, now that you're back, would you like to present number 7? Are you there, Natasha?
Yes, I am sorry for sharing. My computer was frozen. Yes, I can present it my part. This part was about the best ways for learning English or something other for foreign languages, such as curiosity and passionate. The author means that we have to be like children because they always want to want everything about everything. They ask questions all time about things that they are taught or things and about things they can looking at around them, and we have to have such behavior by learning English. And in this case, author gives us suggestions always to have something devices. It may be notebook and if we see something unknown for us, we have to ask themselves, wow, how I can ask it in a foreign language, and use for that our internet connection, for example. Or there is another way to ask other people, and in this case we also can improve our foreign language skills.
Thank you, Natasha. Natasha, do you think that you are a curious
sorry, can you repeat? Your voice is sharing.
Sure. Do you think you are a curious learner? I'm typing it in the chat box as well.
I don't know. I can say that I am curious, but I think that I am very motivation. I know why I learn this language, and maybe I know what I have to do for improving my skills.
All right, brilliant. Now, I'm sorry this is a bit bitty. What I would like to do for the last 2 minutes is to ask each of you, okay, which of the points we have looked at today is the most important? Which of the points we have looked at today is the most important for you? So I'm going to start with Vinicius. Vinicius, which point do you want to remember from today, if any of them?
Oi. Tá, já vou terminar aqui lá.
Are you there, Vinicius? All right, let's go to Martin. Martin, which is the point that you want to remember from today?
Well, I think the holistic method, I think, is the best, working with listening, reading, speaking, and writing. at the same time as much as
Thank
possible.
you. Brilliant. Thank you, Martin. Natasha, what about you?
Okay, maybe I agree with the author about behavior like children. If we will ask themselves how I can say it on foreign language, it's will be more native in this case, and maybe it's can help us to be better people in this case.
Thank you, Natasha. I agree with you 100%. Well done. Jose, which one do you like best?
I think for me,
Jose?
yes, the most important point is when you are open-minded. The attitude is very important for learning languages.
You, David.
Love what you do. I think it's the most
Love
important.
it.
Yes.
Great. Thank you, David. And Anna?
I have to agree with my last classmate. Love what you do because if you love it, it will be fun. It will not. It my gosh, it won't be weight on your shoulder. It will be pleasure, and then you will be passionate. Sorry about my pronunciation. Passionate about it and curious, well, and dedicated and so on.
Excellent. All right, Anna, I agree. And Vinicius, you can just type yours if you like, because you're having problems with speaking as well. For those of you who are interested, I will share the link of both of those articles in from Lifehacker with the video, and then the Verbling blog is there. So once again, many apologies for the confusion today. I will see if I can improve this in some way, but I hope you all have a great day. Take care, have a great weekend, everybody, and I will hopefully see you all soon.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Take care, guys. Bye. Thank you for your call.
Bye.